Yo, what's going on YouTube? Nasif here from Click, and today I'm be doing the final review. I kind of, again, as usual, I skipped the initial impressions video. I'm just gonna go straight to the final review of the Sony Xperia XA Ultra. Quite a mouthful of, of letters and words there. So I got this phone on Amazon. I got it for, I think I'll have the link in the description anyway. I think it was $434 plus tax and shipping. Everything came up to $500 on the dot. There's also another option there for used. It's supposed to be in brand new condition. I think it was $299 plus tax, something like $350 give or take with shipping and all that stuff. So it is what it is, guys. So we'll get into the usual things. We'll talk about the screen, the speakers, the build. We'll just go cameras, all that stuff, and we'll just get into it as we go along. So first thing I want to talk about is the build, guys. Now it has a 6-inch 1080p LCD display. Obviously you guys can see here it's a huge display. I'll power it up for you. It's a massive display. Like, we're talking, like, it's huge. Same size as the Blue Pure XL, but at the same time the phone is actually quite slim. Holds still a very slim profile, as you guys can see here. There's no bezels on this phone. Like, it's awesome. The way the glass bleeds off the side gives it the illusion slightly S7 edge-ish. Like, obviously not, the edge is not as prominent as an S7 edge, but it just kind of gives it the illusion that the display is actually curved, even though it's not. It's just a flat display with curved glass. Along the sides, we have metal aluminum bands all the way around. You got your power button, volume rocker, camera button, no fingerprint scanner. On the bottom here, you got a microphone, micro USB speaker, and we have a little slot thing here for your nano SIM and micro SD card expansion slot, and then you have your headphone jack and another mic up there. On the back, now this is again same type of thing as the NextFit Robin. It's made of plastic on the back, and I'll get into this in a little bit. But anyway, we have the plastic on the back here. We've got a 22 megapixel camera on the back with flash there, and along the front here we've got a 16 megapixel optically stabilized front-facing camera with a flash. So the front-facing camera is pretty solid. I don't know why they didn't go OIS on the back as well, but it is what it is. So I'll talk about the build real quick and explain to you guys why I'm returning this phone after I'm done shooting this video. Same deal as the NextFit Robin, guys. You're paying so much money for a phone that's made out of plastic. Not having it. It's got to be at least metal all around, or metal on glass, like the S6 or the Note 5 or the iPhone, stuff like that. So it is what it is. In terms of my thoughts on the screen, you guys already know, 6-inch display is beautiful. Colors are very accurate, vivid, bright. In the screen settings here, we'll hop into settings. What do we got here? Let's see. So you got two to three different modes here. So you have off, so no image enhancement. You have the mobile Bravia engine, and then you have super vivid mode. I find the super vivid mode is a little bit overdone. So when you're like, I was watching YouTube videos, and I think it was Everything Apple Pro, and I'm looking at his lips. I'm like, is he wearing lipstick? So I go into the settings, turn the thing off, and then his lips go back to normal. I'm like, well, that's really, really odd. And I guess the image enhancements and stuff aren't done as well as they should have been, but it is what it is. That's all software related. Might be fixed in an update. Alright, sorry guys, I had to take a phone call right then and there. Obviously not on this one. I don't have my SIM card in here, so I'm out of my phones and I'm recording it, but it is what it is. So we'll head over to hop onto the phone thing here, and we have the Android version of here, 6.0. So it's running Android Marshmallow. It's slated to get the nougat update soon, but we don't know when. All the other Xperia devices have it, the Z3, Z4, Z5, Z6, but this one doesn't, so it is what it is. In terms of the OS, guys, it's alright. I mean, it is a fluid, it's a Sony phone, so it's fluid, light skin, but I don't know, I just find I don't like the way things operate, the way it looks. It's all just a little bit wonky, so it is what it is. I give it like a 7 out of 10 on the software scale, but you know what, it's not that big of a deal. You can throw a skin on there or a custom launcher and you change up your, somewhat change up the OS. In terms of the cameras, guys, I mean, they're not the best in the world. I'll be honest, the 21 megapixel or 22 megapixel, I'll take a picture here. Alright, taking forever to snap that shot, still processing, there we go. So as you guys can see, wow, and it's all upside down, it's all out of whack. Anyway, so that's the photo there, guys. As you guys can see, it's, I don't know, I mean, I'm not impressed with it. It is what it is, not a big deal, but I can't do much about it. And I don't take selfies, but I can tell you the selfie shooter is pretty solid. I mean, it's 60 megapixel OIS. It'd be awesome for vlog videos. If you're shooting a vlog like this or whatever, you need to, you have a little bit of a shaky hand and you're walking, the OIS works out really well. In terms of the speakers, You just have the one mono speaker down at the bottom there. It's loud, but it doesn't sound the best. It crackles a little bit at high volume, so obviously not the highest quality speaker. In terms of the headphone jack, actually I was very surprised. It's pretty decent, and again in the settings here, I'll flip into the settings and we'll go to the sound section. They have a audio settings, so they have like a clear audio plus equalizer. You can turn it off and manually set your equalizer, but I just left it at the clear audio thing. Sounds pretty decent. I mean, to have them plugged into the Altex here, tested it out a little bit, and it sounded awesome. So I mean, if you're looking for a decent sounding smartphone, you know, you might be able to look at this one. What else have we got here? The buttons, I mean, build, we already kind of talked about. Buttons are tactile. I love the camera shutter button, but it is what it is. Not going to be using it because the phone's going back. Battery life was average. We'll head over to the battery stats as well here, so just give me 1 second. Load this up, and oh, that's nice. Battery usage data is not available. Oh well, but I'm I can tell you that we got about 3.5 hours to 4 hours if I stretched it of screen on time. Obviously, it's a small battery in here, 2750 milliamp hours, I believe. And considering it's a 6-inch 1080p display, very, very average battery life. I mean, if you're a heavy user, you're probably not going to get the best battery life out of this. But then that leads me on to the next point. Down at the bottom, it is micro USB, but it does support quick charge. So I've got the quick charge brick from the LETV. So I just plug all my devices into that, and it quick charges up to 100% in a short while. So it is what it is. I think I covered pretty much everything. I mean, I talked about the speakers, the build, the screen, the cameras, the OS, what I thought of the hardware, and why it's going back. So do I recommend the phone? For that price, definitely not, guys. I mean, you only get, and I'll talk some of the specs, you only get 16 gigs onboard storage, which is already used up. I've only got like 2 or 3 gigs left, and I don't have any photos, video, any. It's just my apps. You get 3 gigs of RAM, which is okay. You get a MediaTek processor, a Helio P10. Again, not the best processor in the world, but for $500, you could have thought they'd thrown in a Snapdragon. But just overall, guys, I think Sony phones are great. Don't get me wrong, but I think they're way too expensive. The Sony Xperia XZ and the Z are like $800-900 Canadian. It's just too damn much for a smartphone that doesn't really offer you so much stuff. So I'd say the 2 selling points of this phone are that OIS camera on the front and the bezel-less 6-inch display up front as well. It's beautiful. I just wish the phone was built a little bit better. Same problem as the Nextbit Robin, but it is what it is. It plagues some of these, I guess, budget-minded smartphones. They try to keep the cost low by building it with plastic, but I mean, how much more expensive could it be to build it with a little bit of metal? But it is what it is, guys. So that's pretty much it for the review. Again, do I recommend it? Not really. Even the Xperia XA, the normal sized one, it's like $350 plus tax and all that's $400 Canadian for the same build smartphone with an even smaller display. Is it worth it? Definitely not. You only get 720p on that. It's not. Just don't even look at these 2 smartphones, the XA Ultra and the XA. I mean, if it's your first phone or whatever, and you really love Sony, and $500 is all you have, then sure. But just letting you guys know, $500 can buy you a lot more smartphone for the money. So it is what it is, guys. A little bit sad to send it away. But again, as always, with all the stuff on our channel, it's all paid for by us. So we gotta be, you know, somewhat smart with our spending. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to drop a like on it. If you like the content on our channel, feel free to subscribe to us. And if you have any questions, comments, anything like that about the phone, anything else on the channel, drop a comment down below, and I'll be happy to reply to you as soon as I can. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. This has been a C from Click, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.